And we're live? Are we live? We're live. Hey guys, good evening. I guess it's a little late night with Klondike. Well, tonight is going to be the unboxing of an Elegoo Neptune Max, 4 Max. Elegoo Neptune 4 Max. This massive thing right below me, check this out. This thing is a beast. Well, the box is at least. I can't wait to get into this. This thing measures 31 by 27, and it's a really cool box. Now, real quick, just to let you guys know, this is live in 2 places. It's live on Facebook and it's live on YouTube. The only downfall is I cannot see any of the comments from Facebook. So if you want to comment on the video on the live, and I'll answer questions, shoot on over to Facebook, or shoot on over to YouTube. That way I can see what's going on. Facebook, I'll get your comments after the show. Cool. So this just showed up. Actually, it showed up earlier today, and I'm excited about this printer. A couple of reasons. One, it's the largest one. Well, not the largest one that Elegoo makes, because that's the Giga Orange, but it's the largest of the Neptune series. And my goal is to print G-scale items on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually crack into this. Now, I was lucky enough to get this on the like a Black Friday special. I think they're running about $4.39 right now, and I bet you they'll have another good special again. So let's dig into this. And I'd like to say thank you to my daughter. She is manning the controls for the cameras. What an awesome kid. And I want to check something here real quick. How are we doing? We're doing okay. I'm going to check over here. I will check on Facebook on occasion. And we are live and working there. Good. All right, let's dig into this. I'm pretty sure here in a minute I'm going to need the help of my daughter. Oh, and I'm going to switch out hats. I love that hat, but I'm pretty sure it'll get in the way here. So what do we have? Let's turn it sideways. Mr. Fessler is in the house tonight. Good to see you, sir. I mean, look at the size of this. I can lay out on this thing. It's literally across the table. So the top has the neoprene. I guess that's what you'd call it. It's that foamy stuff. This could be used for a few things on a layout. Ooh, actually, for a train, what do you call them? The workstations. That's a good idea. I'm going to save that for later. Let's drop that out there. Well, it flew. Almost knocked my fan over. There is nothing in here because, of course, I didn't get the filament with it. Oh, those are both empty. Oh. Let's see here. Get into it. We have, it looks like, our gantry and all of our goodies. We have a glue stick. Here. Actually, let's grab this one. And get up close and personal here. That looks like the mount for the controller. Oh, Particle State. Hey, how's it going? And you're in Nashville right now. Welcome to the land of the free, home of the brave. Let's see our spool holder. Set that down here. I'm going to run out of room real fast. Let's see, what do we have in here? Some cables. It looks like our runout sensor and our tools. Now, I didn't bring any tools with me. I'm hoping that everything comes included. Is that a second glue stick? No, that's the first glue stick. Power cord. Hey, Paul, good evening. How's the audio sounding tonight? Look at this fan. This is the fan unit. Look at the size of that thing. So apparently it blows out right across the bottom here. So that must push out pretty good with those two big fans. Let's set that aside. Oh, the manual. We'll definitely need that. And notice before first use. I'll definitely have to read that. Audio is great. Thank you, sir. Missing your lives. Okay, I'm going to switch cameras here. Here we go from the top down. All right. Thank you, sis. My daughter got a crash course on how to do EV Mux and OBS Studio, and I think she is doing a fine job. Okay. That is in there. It's kind of, oh, this is a heck of a reach. Wow, look at the size of that. That is a heck of a gantry. Where am I going to set it? We'll set it back here. And there is our print head. I'm kind of curious to see it. I've noticed throughout time they've changed the way the heating elements are. And like the bamboo, I noticed, and the Creality, they've changed this whole hot end up. And this one looks pretty nice. It even has a couple lights in it. Oh, can't wait to get that going. Let's set that over here. And we get to go deeper into the box. Don't tell my wife I'm making a mess in her area. Oh, okay, that's the plate. It's all attached. I have been wanting to get a larger printer. I actually had a Sovel SV03, I believe it was, which was the biggest one they had at the time, but I wasn't happy with it. It kind of died premature. So this would be a nice add-on to the collection of printers. I do have the Bamboo A1 combo and also the Creality K1 Max. That one is a 300 by, or is it, I think it's 300 by 300. I'd have to look, maybe 320. I mean, it's a nice size printer, but I wanted to go big. I mean, look at the size of that. You know, where's the tape measure? 17 inches by 17 inches. Magnetic plate. Okay, here is where I think I'm going to need some help from my daughter. Oh, what's down here? Oh, this is a heck of a reach. Oh, look at that. There's the controller. I feel something down in here. And, oh, it's the support rods. So they got those tucked down in here. We'll get to those. Oh, wow. Okay, here comes the big piece. And it's not light. I'm gonna need a hand here in a second. There we go. Make sure there's nothing left in the box. Okay, fold that. Got it. All right. Oop, thank you so much there. She's doing such a fine job. Look at the size of this thing. This is massive. Okay, so we have these got to be the wires for the gantry, the hot end. Okay, we got some foam up on top. Oh, more foam. And some blocks. And the blocks are to keep it from sliding around during shipping. There's one. There should be one more block in. Okay, one thing I did notice are the knobs are extremely loose on this right now. Okay. Those were the center knobs. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 knobs for centering, I noticed, which is really nice. So from my understanding is the bed is permanently fixed in location, and then you adjust these to compensate for the rest of the bed. And then once you do that, everything is auto leveling from there forward. So we're going to grab our manual. I know this is rare, but it can't be too hard. So we got Party Kill Station in Nashville. Paul is in Michigan. Mr. Fessler, I am not sure. Where are you from, sir? Or ma'am, or whatever you might want to say. Herbie, I'm pretty sure it's Mr. Wow, this thing is well built. It's heavy. I'm going to have a hard time finding a place to put it so I can print. Okay, let's get our bag of goodies. You can switch it up a little bit. That way it'll... A little front shot there. We have Rapid PLA Plot Boy. They're getting chintzy on their samples. A needle for unclogging the nozzle in case. Hopefully we don't have to cross that bridge. We have a short piece of PTF tubing and a spare nozzle. Set that over here. This is the filament runout sensor. And there's something unique about this. I can't wait to get to it. And it makes sense. These are all the bolts. Ooh, Wi-Fi antenna. I'm going to put that on now just so I don't forget, because I don't want to short the transmitter out. So we'll just slip that on real quick. I know it's probably out of sequence for installing stuff, but I know myself. All right, let's break out some of these cables. We have a Cat 5 cable. I'm not sure where we're going to use that yet. Oops. Crafted by Clyde's in Canada. Herbie is in Florida. Oh, I wish I was down in Florida. It's cold up here and we're supposed to get some nasty weather eventually. And then, let's see here. Now, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's Particle Station. Now, he has a YouTube channel. You can follow his link and name. It's actually from Canada, so I shouldn't be complaining about the weather. They get colder up there before we do, but right now he's enjoying Nashville. Oh, I forgot the name of the Bio. You have to check out Bio Street. Okay, we have for tools. They actually send a nice little selection of tools. We've got 2 wrenches. I'm not sure of the size. I bet one's a 10 millimeter. The other one looks like an 8. We have a flat bladed screwdriver and a Phillips or a standard screwdriver. Several Allen keys. Oh, I like these Allen keys because they've got the rounded, whoops, there we go. They've got the rounded head on them. Boy, that girl is on the ball. Oh, you're doing great, hon. Thank you. You are doing awesome. Okay, HM5, 4 pieces. We have, I'm not using my new glasses yet. Let's see. M4s, 20 and 8 pieces. We have, or 20s and 8s. Very unique bracket. The way it looks, I'm assuming it's for the cabling. M4 20s, 3 pieces, and M4 50s. We got 4 pieces. So there's not a lot. There's really not a lot here to assemble. So we'll take our tools and put those in a safe spot because I can set them down and lose them. Well, Clyde's not too far from Paul. And I don't know what this is. Oh, is this an SD card? So we get a USB drive, and also it looks like a 512 megabyte SD card comes along with it. So you get both. That's interesting. USB and SD. Don't want to lose those. Because hopefully at the end of this, we'll be running a print. Okay. Okay, actually lives in Toronto. From Glasgow. Mid to high 50s in Nashville. Oh, that sounds nice. I mean, it's not bad here. I think it's high 30s today.
It's 44. Right
well, it's 44.
44, yeah.
Last year we had snow on the ground. Troubleshooting software. I gotta switch my glasses out. I like my new ones, but I'm having issues. So we'll go to my old crusties, but they work just fine. Hey, I can read. Okay, we have everything set. We have the base unit, gantry frame unit, screen support, which I showed that. We have our screen, which I can't wait. This is supposed to be touchscreen too. I won't peel that off till we're done. Spiral cable, spool holder arm, filament detector, runout sensor, the rear fan, Wi-Fi, 2 supports, print head, and power cable. So that's literally it. Now they're showing to put the print head on, but we're gonna just wait until we get the gantry on, just because I'm not a lot of space. So let's go ahead and assemble the gantry. And we're gonna use the HM5s, 45s, which are these guys. We're gonna use 4 of them, 2 on each side. Are there washers or anything? Nope, no washers. All right, let's go ahead and this will be a challenge. Let's see, I'm going to have to scoot it off the back of my table so I can get the screws up through. Oh, I wonder if I can just lay it over. I think I got enough room here. Not yet. The old man is doing good. I'm sure. Thank you. At the moment, at least. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a beast. Okay, let's we got a better view. So let's see here. Actually, that's a nice view. Will it stand up? Nope. If you want, come out here and give me a quick hand. Stand back here and just hold it right there for a second. Yeah, this is definitely a two-person printer. I can see that now. Okay, this is the back of the printer. That is the front. Wow, this thing is massive. Okay. Perfect. Okay, hold on one second. Yeah, this is definitely a two-person job. That'll stay right there. So is this one of the biggest printers you've seen yet, Izzy? Well, at least here. It's not an orange Giga. I'd love to have one, but we don't even have the room. '62 in Tallahassee, Florida. My father-in-law and brother-in-law live in I forgot the town. It's down south.
I don't know.
Huh. But yeah, it's always fun to go down and visit. I hope to get a test print tonight. I really do. Right now, I'm just hoping to get it together in one piece. And if we do run a print tonight, I'll run like a chep cube or something, or we'll see what's on there. On the card. I also ordered 10 rolls of filament. They had a special on it. Yeah, and I wish the filament came first, but that won't be here until January 2nd. So if you're going to get a big printer like this and you want filament, before you get it from them, you might want to check Amazon just to make sure. Okay. To get your filament ahead of time, unless you already have some, which we're lucky enough to have some here. All right. Thank you, sweetheart. We got that covered. Go ahead, snug these up. You should go back and forth when snugging these, but I'm kind of in a situation where it is what it is. Sirens of the Midwest. I got the Neptune 3 Max for Christmas. Awesome. Everything that I've heard of these printers has been nothing but positive. This thing is a beast. Gantry's on. Oh, look at this. I mean, I can fit inside. Oh, I don't know if it's exciting, but it's a pretty cool build. The main thing with this is going to be my garden railway. We're going to do a garden railway this summer on a budget. Oh, that moves smooth. This is a tall. Let's see how tall this is. We're going to check out Imperial. So far, without the print head, we're looking at 20 inches. And it's not all the way to the top, actually. Let's take it to the top. This is a massive printer. So the top of the or the bottom of the gantry at the moment is 21 1/4 inches off the bed. Okay. Let's slide this little guy up real quick. And it's Wi-Fi. The one thing, I need to find a program where I can run all my printers off of one program. Because right now, my Bamboo, I'm running it off of Bamboo Studio. The Creality, I'm running that off Creality Print. And then this, I'll be running this off of Kira, which I've used throughout the years. So I mean, it's not a big deal there. But it'd be kind of cool to be able to put all three printers on one. Wow, this thing's big. All right, now we're going to step back and do the print head. Oops. I turned a little arm off the table. Pull it down. And the wheels are actually pretty tight, so I don't have to worry about tightening those. Yeah, pretty good. Not bad straight from the factory. So one thing you should always check is the concentric nuts. You don't want them too tight and you don't want them loose. You want them just where when you turn it, it actually moves the print head area. Okay, what do we need for this? We need 2 PM3/8. Where are my PM3/8s? 45s, PM4s, PM4, PM314. I need the 14 and 8 right there. There we go. And it also has, it looks like a little clip in the bag. Oh. And the clip is for the cable. So on the front, we're putting one. Let's see how this sits up here. That is a nice print head. Okay, so we're going to go in through here. Yeah, I'm going to have to literally come around to the front. This thing is massive. Let's see, can I lift it? Oh, I'm going to break my back. Oh, that thing's heavy. Okay, we got it. It's almost like hernia time. Dual Z screws, yes. Dual motors. It also has a belt across the top too, which I like. So regardless, even if a motor was to hesitate, it should stay level. Okay, whoops. Oh, the cover comes off. Let's take a sneak peek. Kind of hard to see. Let's see from the top. So there's your extruder, your motor. That is another nice thing about this. It's a direct drive. So the prints theoretically should be better than a Bowden. Okay. Okay, so we're putting the PM3/8, which is the short one. On the front, so that's going to hold it in place. It looks like 2 locations. Okay. And so far, I haven't had to grab any of my tools. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Got a little nervous. Like I said, I could set something down and lose it in 2 seconds. All these thread in really nice. Doesn't feel like any burrs or anything on there. Yeah, 3D printers have come a long ways. All right, we've got our 2 M3s up front. And we're going to turn this thing again. Oh, dang, this thing is done. I do have an idea, a place for it. It's going to sit up with my other printers. I did have to move my resin printers over, and my cure station is now in the back, which is probably a good thing because of the odors. And now we're going to add the bracket and to the M314s, and it goes backwards. How's the front look? Yeah, the nice thing, okay, there's 3 screws that go into the back of this and also ties in the print head. There is no fishing around or trying to find the hole on the opposite side. The only one that's a challenge is just between these 2 wheels. That's not too bad. Oh, wow. Look, check that out. The BNSF running through. Mixed freight. Oh, no. That looks good. Now, this one I changed up. This is La Plato, Missouri. La Plato. The one here in Iowa was having issues with their camera. Okay, so now let's grab this guy. Oh, on the ball. Look at that. And we're going to make sure to plug these guys in. I know it's probably premature to the instructions, but I just don't want to accidentally forget. All right. That way I don't worry about it. Next is we got the gantry installed. We've got the print head. Next is looks like the mount for the screen. And this takes 3 PM420s. I'm going to set this aside and switch. Oh, and it's way up there. Now, the direction I'm going to put this, I'm hoping I can put it on this side, but I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. It's more like for one side, because I'd love to put it on this side of the printer, just how it's going to be sitting. But for now, I'll have to set it over here. But the cool part is I'll be able to 3D print a brand new one when this is all together. Any questions so far? Everything looking good? Everything sounding good? So, Paul, I've got more MDF if you need it. That I'll have an abundance of. Apparently, you said you do like that stuff. Okay, let's see here. I need PM420s, 3 of them. That's going to take more than 30 minutes. I'm actually going to sneak around this time to the front. Oh, and it has pre-drilled holes on the side. Grab this camera. So kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can move that. But we have the pre-drilled holes for your screen bracket. Okay. Yeah, this thing is massive. Print you a unicorn helmet. Wow, this has a magnet on it. It's literally grabbing my Allen key. So I must, I gotta see. Oh, yes. Okay, that's cool. Yes. Oh, hey, Dave. How we doing this evening? I am trying my luck at assembling the new Elegoo Neptune. That's Elegoo Max, Neptune 4 Max. And my thought is G scale. Okay, the last screw is a little kind of a challenge to find on this. Suggestion, when you put this together, put the most forward screw in first, the bottom forward screw, and then work around that. I would say do that one first and the other two. There we go. Yeah, it's a magnetic bed. It is textured. It's the PET sheet. I'll have to look up the specs on it. But again, it's inch-wise. It's 420 by 420 millimeter by 480 tall. It's 17 inches by 17 inches. So that'll give you a nice size print. I bet you the safe area is probably 16 and a half. It's a big one, Dave. Now, Old Guy Printing, you need to check out his channel. He did a really cool O-scale building of his old schoolhouse. And he's in the process of working on it. I can't wait to see his new video or his next video. He's got the main part of the building done, and that thing is beautiful. Kind of jealous. Okay, so up front we actually have USB and also USB-C. Interesting. On the side we have Cat 5 and the Wi-Fi. Let's see, where are we now? Now, one thing I understand, not everybody's into trains, but I'll tell you what, dioramas, Dave's got a cool one going. I learned a lot when I first started paying attention or thinking about getting back into trains. I started watching a lot of the like the Dungeons and Dragon guys, where they do their tutorials on their landscaping and terrain. Those guys have a lot of good information, and I picked up a lot from them. Um, and it's cool. You don't. This is many facets. You don't have to be trains or one or the other. It's a good mix of everything. The things that you can print on this, it's just all kinds of things you can do. There's just a number of things. Myself, I'm going to focus on hopefully like buildings for G scale and train parts, helmets maybe for the kids. Izzy already said no. Really? You sure?
Unicorn?
A unicorn? No unicorn helmet. You're good. Now, Izzy does. She has her own printer. She has an Elegoo, or no, an Ender, not an Elegoo. She has an Ender 3, and Robert also has an Ender 3. Look at the size of this thing. Okay, continuing on. Let's see. So far, we have the print head. We have the gantry, the print head mounted. We have the screen mounted. Screen is on. We have up there, it shows the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is done. Next is the spool holder, which is floating around here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not. It's gonna work. I know it'll work just fine, but I think they could have done better on this piece. But we'll see. We'll see. Because I do like the ones that spin freely. Okay, we're gonna need M418s. And we have two M418s. Everything is nicely packed. Yeah. Up front. There you go. So this has been making life so much easier. Now, back in the day, you get a bag of screws and say, "Here, good luck, figure it out." Here's a print that's got certain sizes on it. But they're making this so easy. And plus, a big majority of this printer is already assembled. So I need a step ladder. Oh, way up here. So we're going to drop this on. Now there is a really cool, I forgot the name of it, but it takes your, I lost my link key too. There it is. You can put like 2 rolls of filament in this machine. And if you run out of filament in one side, it automatically cuts and switches it over for you. That would be something good for this machine, I think. Just because of the sheer volume of the print that you're going to be doing. Okay. Tell me I'm muted. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to cough in you guys' ear. I thought I muted it. It's just still showing bars on the side
Yeah.
of the. Oh, sorry, guys.
I saw the video, so I heard you cough.
Oh, my bad. Okay, whoops, tightened it up too soon. All right, we have the filament holder arm and spool up on top, and of course, it's going back. That's good. And next is, now this I've been wanting to see. And this is the filament runout sensor. There we go. This is a little bit different because it doesn't, unlike some printers where the filament sensor is firmly mounted to the top here or close to the spool. What happens is as it's cutting or as it's pulling the filament through, it's cutting the edge. to where this, if I'm correct, should float freely and in different angles. So as your printer is pulling your filament from one side to the next, this should move along with the filament. So this is going to be cool to see. Because I know the on my swivel it literally cut through the side. Huh. And it just literally just sits here. Kind of hard to see there. Let's switch this up. So as you can see now, it moves freely. So as it's going back and forth, it's not going to cut into the edge, which surprisingly enough, the filament will cut through the brass slowly but surely, and it does a wonderful job on cutting plastic. All right, let's get this plugged in. So far, so good. Okay. I was hoping to get this done in under an hour. It might take a little bit longer, it looks like, but it's all good. It's a big printer. It's going to take time. Now, if you guys aren't doing anything tomorrow, Ryan with R. Ballard Designs, Ryan does a show every Saturday night, 7:55 Central Time, real time. Make sure to check it out. I'll be there along with Paul's Messy Workshop. Paul will be there. Paul Hammerquest, the Hammer, he will be there. And we pretty much talk about anything CNC, anything from 3D printers to CNC routers and lasers. It's kind of a fun place to hang out. I really enjoy it. It's a good bunch of guys. I've always thought it's best to surround yourself with people like-minded, and these guys are. Including Dave. You gotta sneak on tomorrow night. Okay, now where are we at? You know what I could do? Let's try this. See if it shows instructions decently. Now you can snap back and forth from that. Okay, we've got all this done. And next is the ribbon cable. Okay, this piece here and this screw will go up onto the top right here. So we're gonna, oops. This has a little pin on it. So there's a hole for the pin and then a hole for the Allen. And what screw is this one? Does not say. Looks like an M48. And what this does is it holds the ribbon cable. I have a feeling I should have put the ribbon cable in it before I screwed it down. Oops. So we're going to roll the cable and slip it through. Ooh, that's a tight fit. And now we place this back on here. That is awfully close. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to this. Okay. This is super close. I mean, it's not touching, but there's got to be 3 millimeters, maybe 4 millimeters in between the two. I mean, which is fine as long as it doesn't touch. But if it does, I could see, because the edges on this might cut into the material. But other than that, so far, I'm happy. And next, we're going to plug our print head in. Okay. And let's see. Wow. There's no right or wrong way, but from the back side here, it's a little bit of a challenge to plug this in. None of the pins are bent. Everything looks good. Kinda. Well, Klondike's got it. So kind of, sort of, yeah, no, business related, but yeah, it's fun. It's cool. I wouldn't say no. There we go. So the nice thing is there's this middle bracket with 2 clips on it, and it literally holds that stiff, which is nice. This way it's not bending back and forth. It just kind of hangs down a little further than I like. That's fine. All right, what do we have here? We'll plug in the x-axis. Uh-oh, I got to figure out where this guy goes. Okay, so far so good. We've installed the cable. We've got the print head done. We have the filament sensor installed. Now we're going to put on our supports. Okay, these guys. Now this should make it nice and rigid. That's the other thing I like about this, especially being so tall. Without these, I could see you getting a lot of scaling in your prints. So it's going to be fun to see. Kind of like the color on these. Matter of fact, Clyde, that's exactly what I'm doing right now, is pulling out the braces, the supports. And these go from the top. Oh, look how long those are. They'll go from the top back here to somewhere, yep, right here on the bottom. And with these, we will use the M420s and the M518s with washers. And again, right in the bag, everything's ready for you. No, excuse me on my scratchy throat. Let's have some late night coffee. Yeah, they made this so easy. Now, to be honest, if I wasn't farting around, I could probably have this together in about 30 minutes. But this is actually enjoyable, and plus you guys get to see what I have gotten myself into. Okay, is there a top and a bottom? They look identical. And I'm pretty sure they're pre-measured. So here we'll put our M420 with a washer. And you'll locate the hole in the rail towards the back. And we're just gonna hand tighten it. Then we have our shorter one that's gonna go up on top, and it lines up perfect. I did something right. My daughter's laughing. Hey, Mom and I did something right. You're here. If you guys don't know, my daughter's manning the OBS studios. She's switching the cameras, making it look better. Wow. See, these are sturdy. There's zero flex. Wow, that really made it rigid. It's swapping extruders. Oh, on the auxiliary fan, I'm assuming you already have. This is Samurai Samurai Fuzz. Correct me if I'm mispronouncing it. If that is correct, I love the name. Samurai Fuzz. Whoops. Yeah, one of the big goals on this is to try my hand at G scale. And of course, I already know there's going to be a couple of helmets printed on this. That's a given. But yeah, I did notice in the print head you have your cooling fans, a pair of them actually, one on each side. So I could see not really needing the main one unless you're printing big and fast. Oh, you're going with linear rails. That's actually a good idea. Oh, and you have a max too? Yeah, it kind of surprised me on a printer of this size on why they didn't run linear rails. But for the price, I mean, that's definitely, it's what I paid for this. It was on like a what was that, Black Friday special, and it was $369. They're still on sale, but they did go up, and I do believe they're $437 now on sale. Regular, they're $470. But it wouldn't take much to actually add some linear rails to it. I'd love to, yeah, shoot me some pictures when you get a chance. I'd love to see how you did that. Okay. I am lost here. I have one cable that is free floating, and I need to figure out where that one goes. And I am not seeing anything in the instructions. Oh, that goes to the fan. Duh. Okay. That's why. So far, it has gone together extremely simple and well. And it is looking phenomenal. Okay, next up is we did our supports. Next is the fan. That is a massive fan unit. And this one takes the M450s. And from what I see on the table, there's 0 screws left. so they give you the right amount for everything. So my assumption is once this is up, oh, my screws rolled away. Once this fan unit is on, we can hopefully fire it up. Yeah, linear rails keep popping into my mind. When you look at a printer that actually has, when you buy it with linear rails, they are very expensive printers. But to do it yourself, you could save yourself a lot of money. I'm huge for screws. Now, I've heard stories of the knobs on the bed coming loose just because of the speed and the vibrations. Okay. Well, okay. Speed-wise, well, the K1 Max is faster than both the Bamboo A1. But this, from everything that I've read so far, it's the equivalent of the Bamboo A1, with the K1 Max being a little bit faster. Now yours, the printer you have, should be faster than this, but still, I mean, I'm not going to print it. It says 500, but we know the truth. I bet the prints would probably look really rough if you printed that fast. Like the Bamboo, I printed at 250 with really nice prints, and everything that I've heard on this one, it prints about the same speed as the Bamboo A1. This thing is freaking huge. Holy smokes. Okay. Now I need to get power to it. Let's see. Oh, I have an open power port. Izzy, if you would do me a favor and grab me a roll of the high-speed PLA that I have up there, or it might be, there's a couple black rolls, or even the roll that's right here on the end. That'll be fine. Oh, there's white too.
What do you want?
What do I want? I know, I never make up my mind. I'm as bad as you are. Let's open a fresh roll of the white. Yeah. All right, here goes nothing. Oh, any shorts? Oh, I forgot to do one thing. I forgot to check the power. Let's see. Let's make sure that this is on 110 before I turn the switch. I can't see in there. It feels like it's switched. Can I borrow your phone with the flashlight? You can't open it? That's all right. What I want to do is make sure it's on 115 instead of 220. And it is actually on 220 or 230. So let's switch that real quick. I get it. That is not easy to get to. There we go, 115. Definitely check your power supply on these, because this was set at 230. Thank you for the flashlight. Oh, I honestly was thinking on the eSun boxes, just filling the wall up over on one side, but I have to have my train stuff on the other. That's a good combination of both. Yeah, these were actually printed on the on my Bamboo, the A1. I love that printer. It's a cool little printer. Okay. Everything looks good. Clean up my mess a little bit here. So what do you guys think? This is a massive printer. I'm loving this thing. The A1 Carbon, that's a nice printer. The only thing for me that I see is it's the same bed size, and you can do up to what, 16 colors. The A1, which I'm kind of disappointed in, is you can only do the 4 colors. Even though you have enough, you can plug in a second unit in the back. You can only print 4, but that's fine. I still love it. It's affordable, but it's not closed in. Unlike the Carbon or the what is it, the P1S, those two you can print some exotic filaments in with less stress. God, isn't this thing? It's massive. Okay, we're gonna fire this girl up. Wait. Are we on this one? This is the satisfying. Oh yes. All right, let's see if we get up or get here. And we have, oh wow. It's even got lights. Oh, sorry, I just dropped you guys. Yeah, no multi-material on this one, but that's okay. No leveling. Actually, we do have to do the initial level to make sure it's pretty much close, but it's, see, here's the pros and cons, I think, between like the Bamboo and the K1 Max, is those beds are firmly attached all the way around to the machine. This one here, it is attached in the center, and then you can work your bed. So like my A1, you can see the graph on it, and it shows, it's going up in a corner a little bit. It's only like a mil or so, but the only way to adjust your bed is by shimming it, to where here you can literally utilize the screws. All right. That is the pro, I think, on this. And we are all connected. Everything looks good. Shows the files. We want to get to the initial setup. Oh, I forgot to plug the fan unit in. Let's do that. Auto leveling procedure. Ah, that's why you're upgrading the rails. Gotcha. Wow, this thing, it feels smooth. And all the lower wheels are tight, so no need to adjust those. The bed, a little tighter. Which direction? When you can play a tune on it, you know it's good. But you don't want it too tight. Okay. All right, we do. There you go. So what I'm doing here, let's go ahead and go back to this one. Oh. Language, English, it's already set. LAN will set up in a little bit. Fan control, let's just turn it on for fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, that's pushing good air. Fan control works. Motors are off. Filament detector is on. Factory settings. Let's try leveling mode. Standard. Do that. Okay. Now, forgive me. I know some of you already have this printer. I do not. This is the first I do now, I guess. Let me rephrase that. This is awesome. Looks like I need to go through and do the auto leveling. Okay, I need to select level. The operation will trigger and return 0 action, whether to continue. Confirm. Oh, this is going to be too easy. And if my lovely daughter would give me a sheet of paper, that'd be great. Oh, wait a minute. I got something that'll work just fine. Yeah, look at that. The lights. The best part's the lights. I agree. Surprised they don't have them down the sides, which would be kind of cool. But yeah, the top ones are really nice and bright. I should have turned them on and left them on. Okay, we're going to take a sheet. Go ahead. I'll go ahead and take a sheet of A4 paper, regular paper. Doesn't matter if it's. Yeah, that'll work fine. So far, it's been an hour and 14 minutes to literally get it all together, which I don't think is bad. Okay. Now we're going to adjust the height using the screen. Oh, it's way down there. The only downfall is I noticed the bed's cold. A little snug. Now, the cool thing about this one is you can go a 1/10 of a millimeter or 100th of a millimeter or a full millimeter. So I do like that because you can fine tune it a lot better and quicker. And mine's sitting at a negative 1.77. Seems to be the magic number on this one. Maybe 1.75. Let's do that. All right. Next will be, okay, using the screen controllers, we're going to check the distance between the nozzle and the platform, which we already did. Slide the sheet of paper back and forth several times, just enough to where it drags. That felt very good. That part of the leveling doesn't bother me at all. I can't tell you how many times I've leveled beds using just the knobs on the machine. Okay, at this point, the center point calibration will be complete. Next is to select the auxiliary leveling, and we're gonna confirm. Oh, here's where we do the 6 points with the 6 knobs. Okay, let's start at, I want to start at the back left, which is number 3. You probably should do 1 through, but let's do it reversed here. Oh wow, that's pretty tight. I will say it feels the bottom underneath the plate. It looks like you have two. Oh, one's the heating element, and the other looks about 4 millimeter thick aluminum plate. Okay, that feels good. We're doing this backwards. Inner model train. There you go. There goes UPS. I'll tell you what I've noticed on the inner models is prime is really taking over on those. All right, position 2 is checked and good. Oh, there's a drawer. Oh yeah, there's a drawer. Oh, dude, check that out. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do here in a second. Yeah, I saw something about that and totally forgot. I'm fascinated by a drawer. Well, for the simple fact that now I have a place to put my tools. And we're going backwards, so next is 6, then we're gonna do 5 and 4. Oops, oh wow, that one's tight. Probably should do this a couple times, but it's a cold bed. So far this has been extremely easy to do. And if you're wearing bad glasses like me, you only have to read a little bit. Actually, it's not that bad. It's tight. Now, I saw where some guys will use the neoprene underneath instead of the spring, or they'll change up the springs. Now, Samurai Fuzz, did you change your springs up, or are they still stock? Number 5 feels good, and our last one. And then home. Making sure to complete the assisted leveling operation at each point and rerun the auto leveler or auto leveling when done. I forgot how many leveling points there were on this. It's like 100 or something. Oops. Okay, we're done there. It says auto leveling. Auto leveling auxiliary leveling complete. Press confirm. Auto leveling immediately. Press cancel. Will clear. Okay, we're going to confirm that because I'm happy with it. This is nice. I can't wait to get something going on this. Okay, so you do have silicone spacers. I was thinking neoprene, but yeah. Yeah, let's see if I can show it with this camera. Tucked underneath, it has the old school springs, which these are upgraded from a lot of the other ones. These are the orange, the yellowish orange. Oh, look at this. It's heating the bed. How many points it has? No, I said 100. I was way off. 36 points of touch off. So that's a big mesh. All right, well, that's heating up. Let's go to the other side. Ugh. I got a cord in my way. There we go. This thing is massive. I still can't get over it. Switch to professional leveling mode. I'll do that next. It's already doing its thing. Yeah, at the moment it's heating up. I do have a fair knowledge on printers, just not this particular one at the moment. A lot of the basics are the same. I love it. I like the dual screws on it. Love the supports. Because my Solo SV03, it did not have the supports, and the higher I got, you can start seeing a lot of the scaling in it. Oh, dude, I can reach right through this. And we have a place for our tools. Okay, I like that. This is the very first printer I've seen with the drawer. So what do you guys think so far? It's a sexy machine. That's a good way of putting it. I'm not a fan of glue. I'll tell you that. I'll use hairspray before I use the glue. I find this messy. But it does work. So far, my first impressions, I am very impressed. I like the built-in Wi-Fi. I love the touchscreen, the massive size of it. I don't know if anybody has extra build plates this size, like a textured one. That'd be kind of fun. Now, again, if you guys are on Facebook, I apologize. I can't really see the comments in Facebook on my EV Mux. Oh, so AliExpress is the only place. Now, are you in the States or up north or in the UK? I'm kind of curious. Oh, the 430 by 430. Okay, yeah, that is a large. I mean, I guess I could grab one from my other printers and just keep it within reason, I guess. Well, bed's hot already. Do me a favor. Hand me a piece of paper towel and the alcohol so I can wipe this bed down. Paper towels are on the opposite side of the K1. There you go. Las Vegas, baby. Here in the States. I used to live up in Fernley. What was it? East of Reno. I worked for some casinos up there. I worked for the Berry Corporation. I was their network administrator. But we used to go down to Vegas for the gaming shows. That was kind of fun. Has Lake Mead filled up yet? Or is it still low? All right, so we're waiting for it to heat up. What is the test print from Elegoo? I don't know yet. I'm still waiting for the bed for the unit to finish leveling. Right now it's heating up the bed and the nozzle. I guess I should read the front to make sure I'm paying attention to it. But yep, it is heating up. Please wait. Nozzle temp is 140, bed is at 59, just about ready to 60. Stop. Stop. That was my alarm. Okay. Did I lose it? Oh no. I lost my camera. I want to hand this off to. Go ahead and pull Cameo back up.
You up here?
Yeah. Pair device. There you go. Easy as that. Maybe.
Yep, there we go.
There's a cool little app that I'm using on this phone. It's called Camo, and it allows you to use your phone like a wireless webcam. Lake Mead is drier than bones. I remember going over Lake Mead and you're looking down and the water was way up to where the grates on those two towers. And to see it as low as it is today or these days, it's mind blower. That's loud? That's not really all that. That's not bad. Yeah.
When you put on the fan on earlier, that was
Well, it's not. The nice thing is it's not as loud as the A1. The A1 is actually a really quiet printer. The K1 Max is a little louder when it starts running fast. If this is as loud as this one gets, I can tolerate it. I wouldn't be sleeping with it, but I just can't get over the size. Look, do what?
it's in my sleeping. No, sir, have fun.
It was a pleasure, Samurai Fuzz. Hope to see you in the future. And if you're on, make sure to like and subscribe. Every little bit helps. I appreciate it. And if you've done the rails, I'd love to see the rails. And if you're going to do the rails, yeah, do a video. Mm. It's like my new picture frame. While this is happening, I am going to take a quick pipe break. I want to find some chocolate pipe tobacco. I don't have any pipe tobacco shops around here, or tobacco shops that carry different flavors. I can get cherry, but I remember my dad was always smoking a chocolate, and it smelled so good. And it looks like we're almost done. Just wonder, a Buddha? I think there is a Buddha on one of the. I'll look at it. I was hoping to do a cube first. And we are done leveling. It didn't take as long as I was thinking. Okay. Pay attention to the distance between the nozzle and the bed, about the thickness of a sheet of paper, which we got the paper. It can be adjusted by Z offset. And confirm. That's a little snug. Let's raise it up. Whoops. That is just about right. So now it's negative 1.7. Yeah, that feels really good. It's just enough. Just enough to make the paper bend, but good enough to pull through. All right, I like that. So it looks like we are good. And save and restart to apply. Let's confirm. Yeah, guys, this is actually an extremely simple setup. It's taken, we're at this an hour and a half. So I'd say give yourself a good hour. Oh, and we're good. Let's go ahead and I want to keep the heat going. So I'm going to go ahead and set the heat. That way, while we're playing, let's see what's on this. There is nothing on that one. Alrighty. So we have a blank SD card. Now let's see what's on the USB stick. These are nice USBs. Probably should. I'm hoping this is already formatted and taken care of with something on it. Oh, that's not easy. There we go. User manual, software, models, Neptune 4 Max assembly. I should have popped this open and looked at it. Let's see, system volume information. And oh, there's the Buddha. How'd you know there was a Buddha? Do you have one of these, Clyde? Oh, that's cool. It even shows a picture of the model that you're working on. That is cool. Just for fun, let's cancel that. I want to go back and see what they have for models. Oops. Okay, we got the Buddha, nutshell opener, tool holder, benchy. Yes, I'll do the Buddha after the benchy. I didn't put any hairspray on this either. The tube, oh, I don't even have filament in it. So let's load it up. That would be a good idea. No. Oh, it doesn't come with the tube. Oh, yes, yes. You wanna, oh, I got them. Oh, it looks like there's a little green filament on the inside, so I'm assuming they already did a test print with that head. Oh, not sure about it. All right, let's confirm it and see what happens. Now, at the moment, there is no adhesion on the printer. Actually, let's give it a quick shot. Probably the worst thing to do in front of the van. There. Yeah. Okay, that's grabbing. Oops. Yeah, as you can see, there's a little green on the inside. I'm green with envy. No, there's there's a timer on this, and it's showing me 19 minutes to print. I love how it shows the photo of the model you're working on. You can go into settings while it's printing, pause and stop. LEDs. Can we turn them on? Oh, check this out. This What a big difference that LED makes. And then we have observation light, which should be the one that's right there. I can see where that would really come into play as it's getting bigger. Oh, there's that fan. But the nice thing with the observation light is it makes it easy to see your first layer, and that looks beautiful. Yeah, let's see if I can. Kind of hard to see it with the camera, but in person you can really see the first layer extremely nice. I'll give you a sneak peek of where this thing is going to live. It's going to live between my resin printers and my A1. It should go right here. Oh, check out my Climax. Isn't that a beautiful engine? And just like my 3-truck Shay, the yoke on this one's broke. Kind of a bummer. This one's never been ran, but I noticed on the box itself, it had a big dent in the corner, so apparently somebody dropped it during shipping. But if that's the only thing that's wrong with it, I'm not going to complain. I can fix that. But yeah, so this is where the printer will live. Hopefully it fits. Now I was thinking about putting it sideways. That's why I want to change the position of this. But the nice thing is, if need be, let's see how long this is. Oh yeah, I can set this somewhere on this side. So what do you guys think so far? My opinion at the moment, I am loving this. You don't use any spray for these? Do you use the glue stick? Or you just use alcohol and clean the bed? I mean, that's what I do on my A1. I literally just use rubbing alcohol on a piece of paper towel before every use. Hey, Paul D. Hammer. Guys, check out his channel. A lot of fun. He's working on some Star Wars model. Forgot exactly what it was, but oh, I just jumped on my screen. Yeah, the screen is awesome. I love how it shows the model, and it gives you your information and pretty much a good countdown. Well, okay, not so good because it started at 19 minutes. Now it's 24, but it's moving right along. Oh, and that first. It's only 2 minutes. I can't zoom in with this camera. But that is just, it's hard to see it on the camera, but I don't see any lines on that model at all. It's cool how the light shines through it. Just the sheer massive size. Now tonight, I see you came in late. Let's see. Go ahead and show this. The hammer. Look at the size of this thing. I mean, it's huge. I can literally climb through. No, I'm not going to do it. Not right now. It's a little warm. That is the one thing. It does put off some heat. Now, as far as the hammer, he's doing this really cool. If I'm correct, it's the Voyager, which is one of the cooler. That's the D. I don't know. Is it the D that you're working on? The build volume is 420 by 420 by 480 on this thing. 1701D, 3 foot. Dude, can you imagine doing that on this? Okay, so far so good. We had a nice clean purge, and that looks nice. The line looks really nice on the purge. The print, it has not popped loose. The bed leveling was sweet and simple on this. Just follow the instructions. The printer itself, I was lucky enough to get this on like a Black Friday special. And still, even for the price, a gentleman was on a little bit earlier, and that's Samurai Fuzz. I like his idea. It wouldn't be a bad idea to literally put linear or rails on this. I mean, from what I see, it deserves it. But the support bars for the gantry is pretty cool. So I don't see any, the bigger the print, I don't see any of the scaling. Or I'm assuming it's not going to scale as bad. Like my SVO3, my Soval, I wouldn't recommend the Soval though. Yeah, way less plates and yeah, a lot bigger piece. Dude, you probably end up with like but yours is 3 foot now. This on yours, so you can almost double the size. Yeah. Elegoo's been pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, Elegoo, Creality, they've been around the block, and I think they knocked it out of the park with this one. It is a little bit on the loud side for the fans, but I am not going to complain. I love the lights. Got a different. There you go. So I mean, check that out. They're bright, and it lights up the deck pretty nicely. I mean, I do have other lights going on, but, and everything is already installed. Excuse me. How's that print looking on the front? So on yours, let's see, Clyde. You replaced the fans. Are you talking? I don't know. Did yours have the big fan across the back, or just the regular cooling fans? Look at that. I still can't get over the size. And some of the problems that some people were talking about as they assembled the printer, I didn't run into any of them with this one. And to be honest, I don't mind. I don't need the very first printer that's made. I don't mind being a printer 6 months, or in this case, it's been out just about a year and a half, maybe a year, somewhere in there. And I honestly don't mind that because all the bugs are usually worked out. And it's moving the table. It's got some mass to it. I'm not gonna lie. All your new fans got noisy. All your old fans got noisy. Ah, my daughter's on the ball. said my daughter is on the ball. You picked that up pretty good. I'm impressed. Yeah, she did not even 10 minutes. I walked through OBS Studios and EV Mux with my daughter for about almost 10 minutes, not even. And she's doing extremely well. Yeah. You know, there's a camera right there. You can wave to everyone, say hi. You're good. Let's see. We are printing the Benchy of all things. Yes, we are printing the Benchy. The Benchy. I was going to do a Chep cube, but I figured I'll go ahead and run the first print that I see on the card, but I didn't because that was the Buddha. I wanted to do a little quicker one. I think the Buddha says 40 minutes. What I missed. Oh, hey, go ahead and throw that up. Yeah, I don't think I'd be talking or saying anything there, Paul. I think it's awesome that the kids want to get involved into certain things, especially this. I think my daughter finally realized that there's a laser cutter out in the shop. So isn't it 13 years old? It's not considered child labor anymore? Or 14, somewhere in there? Well, by law in certain states, I think it's 14. I don't know what it is here. It's 14 you can actually go to work. I mean, you're limited on hours and stuff, but. And since we're in Iowa, which is a farmer or a farming state, it might even be lower. She might get to the point of teaching me. Let's see. Oh, cool. I'll have to check out what time's your live gonna be. So tomorrow is gonna have to be before 7:55 Central. I'm betting around 1 or 2ish. Well, my daughter's still camera shy though. Yeah. Oh, you're fine. You do camera just fine. It started with me hanging out with Dave Gatton, lives. And then I progressed with that. I got more and more comfortable. And it's already been, it's over a year now, if I'm correct. Is it a year? With, Paul, have we been together a year with Ryan? Oh, you're going to do it early between 10 or 1? Oh, hey, Paul, check this out as I reach through the printer. It has a cool drawer built in. Yes, I am an absolute kid again. That's just under a year. But yeah, and now I'm comfortable enough to do my own lives. This is awesome. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. This has been a fun little jaunt. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I could use the help to get this going. Right. Oh, that's when you built your gap. Oh, Dave. No. Let's see. I've been following Dave for 14 years, 15. for the simple fact that I was gonna get one of Dave's kits because I was on a budget. And the day that I was going to pull the trigger on one of the GAT CNC kits, I stumbled across my Laguna. It was at auction. It was a brand new machine, but it was on a truck that was in an accident, and the machine tipped over and it smashed the controller. And I paid next to nothing for the machine. I had to do some work. I had to straighten and align everything again. But once that was done, it's been an awesome machine. But yeah, I almost got one of Dave's early kits. And I've been, it's got to been 14 years since I started watching Dave. And then the past couple of years hanging out with him. Great guy. What I love about Dave is he's not afraid to tell you how it is. Yeah, that's amazing. Just under a year. 72 shows. Wow. It's been a fun ride. I've got some good friends that hang out there. You guys, tomorrow night, I'll try to remember to put a link down below. It's our Ballard Designs YouTube. There'll be a link in my Facebook. 7:55 Central Time will be live, and we talk about good things like CNC 3D printers, CNC routers and lasers. We watch some of the latest videos that are out there by some really great creators. So yeah, make sure to come and join us. That's tomorrow night, 7:55 Central Time, 8:55 Eastern, if I'm correct. So we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. So within 2 hours, we were able to assemble. And apparently I actually did it right. This is awesome. Everything looks great. I'm impressed with the build and the quality of it. And we're printing a benchy. And after the benchy, I will print a Buddha. Now I am using a high-speed PLA. This is Isan that I'm using. Central Time. Thanks, Paul. Like I said, 7:55 Central Time, the real time. Yeah. See, and the cool thing, Clyde, is when you build your own, I think it's awesome because you get to learn about everything and learn about the machine and understand how it works and functions. So if you do have an issue, it's easier to pinpoint the problem or the issue. With mine, I had to go through and rebuild it. So I was able to learn from that aspect. not as hands-on as you were or any of the true Gatneers. But yeah. Oh, my cup is gone. You gonna stick around for the Buddha? All right, I'll do the Buddha live too. Hmm? Oh, the Buddha's. I'm not sure. You remember how long the Buddha took you, Clyde? Now, one of the things I do want to do is do some G-scale cars. Hence the size. And also some smaller buildings. Because this spring, I have gathered enough track to do a nice garden layout. We're going to do it at my father-in-law's house. He has one of the oval drives where you drive in and you go back around. And in the center part of his drive, he said I can have full access to do whatever I want in there. And it's a perfect size. It's got to be 70 feet by 12 feet maybe, or 70 feet by 10 feet. The width of it's a nice drive. And I get the center of that drive. So when you drive in, you'll be able to see the layout in the center, and you'll be able to watch it as you leave. Oh, don't feel like a lone stranger there. See, I'm glad my kids are young, and the wife, they can find anything for me if I set it down. Are you feeling okay, Paul? It's kind of early for you. Well, I can guarantee Paul will be up in about 4 hours. You have a good night, sir. It's been fun hanging out with you. Paul will be there too tomorrow night, and it looks like he's going to have a live. And Paul, senior, Paul Messy Workshop. So Paul and Paul will both be there tomorrow night, 7:55 Central. R. Ballard Designs. I'll have a link in my Facebook, and I'll try to remember to put one down below. You have a good night, Paul. Don't forget that thumbs up. Clyde, you turned 79 in March. Congrats. I just turned 59. I'm trying to catch up. Give me a little time. Let's see. I'm kind of curious. Oh, do me a favor. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Subscribe if you're not. I could use the help. Get this channel going. Oops. Have a good night, Paul. I will. Oh, oh, you're 78, huh? I thought you were 88. No, I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I love you, Paul. You're all right. No, Paul's a good person. He's an awesome person. I'm not mean. You doing okay over there? I bet. You've done a wonderful job. Thank you so much. We'll hang out here for a little longer. Clyde wants to see the Buddha. We'll start the Buddha. I don't know how long it'll take. Let's see what this is looking like. My daughter is giving her evening up for this. I think it's awesome. Here, give me this one. that is just turning out. Oh, I do see a little bit of stringing in there. I love how it has that light underneath. And it says we have 3 minutes left. So from what I see, it needs to do the stack, finish the roof, and do the stack. And the print stuck. That print looks so small. It's moving right along. I'm impressed on the speed. Oh, I haven't checked my Facebook. Again, guys, I apologize for not being able to respond to comments really in Facebook. What? It says locked? Why is it locked? It should be public. Well, apparently it didn't show on Facebook until just now. Well, that was different. Oh. So apparently, when I go live on Facebook using EBMux, I have to make sure that it's public, which I could have swore it said it was. But learning experience. So if you guys get a chance, and if you haven't had the opportunity of checking out some of the people in the list, we have DE Hammer, loving his 3D printers. Sci-fi guy, nothing wrong with that. I am too. Clyde has some videos. He's got a YouTube channel, Crafted by Clyde. Check him out. Also did the Christmas Getting Christmas challenge. Oh, dude, that's already done. That knocked that out fast. Okay. Oop. Okay. All right, let's look at this before we even pop it off the bed. Isn't that thing just a tiny itty bitty looking thing? That's a normal size benchy. As you can see, it's a normal size benchy. Oh, it's that good, nice. And other than a little bit of stringing, oh, can you read the back? I don't know. Can you read the back? Kinda. Oh, the bottom, there's a little bit of that green. There we go. Focus in. And that turned out nice. CT3D XYZ. So This is without any fine tuning, and I think this printer did just a knockout job. So first impressions, I'm really impressed. It's extremely workable. There's a couple little lines in here, little banding. That could be extrusion. It could be heat waves from the bed. It does clear up once it gets past the deck level. Oh, I think my camera's dying. The stack turned out perfect. And just for fun, let's torch it. I'll knock those off real quick. Yeah, a little bit of banding right in here. It's probably level with the top of this. But, I mean, it's not even really noticeable. I don't know if you can even see it on camera. My honest opinion, for the very first print, I'm loving this machine. I can't wait to see what it does on larger prints, like some rail cars. So I'm going to leave this printer on the table, probably for Wednesdays morning with I can't even talk now. Morning coffee with Klondike. And by then I hope to have at least maybe a couple flat cars done, or maybe a gondola. Tank cars are really cool too. So, and let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start. Let's see. The Buddha. Where's the Buddha? The Buddha. Daughter. Look at the screen. What speed does this machine clock at? I'm guessing about 250 on a normal print. They say 500, but you know as well as I do, you're not going to run the machine at 500. It's pretty much, I want to, well, I'll compare it to my Bamboo A1. I think it's the same speed as what the A1 runs. And now we're running the Buddha. Hopefully the Buddha brings me some good luck with the machine. Hmm? Oh, that is coming through on Facebook? Oh, it did. Okay, yeah. And for some reason on Facebook, my live it was blocked to the public. And I just unlocked it. So you guys are lucky you missed 2 hours and 14 minutes of the show. Now you can go back and rewatch it, which is really cool. Honest opinion on this printer so far, I'm loving it. It's big. It is, as you can see, it's a nice size machine. I'm pretty sure you can fit. Hey, you want to do me a favor? Grab me that helmet. You know what? That one has hoses on it. Grab me the Mandalorian. Now, this Mandalorian helmet that I printed is printed one piece. Oh my! How'd you like the ending of the video? It's like I left everyone hanging. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so a little backstory on the Gatton Christmas challenges. Thank you, sweetheart. Everyone jokes around and says I work best when I'm under pressure. And so I gave myself roughly 8 hours, 7 hours right in there from beginning to end. So I literally did that whole thing within 8 hours, 8 hours of time from design to print to put together to I had 15 minutes left to get the video up. Let's see, up on YouTube and submitted to Ryan before midnight his time. And I wasn't thinking about it because I'm thinking midnight. It's like 10:30, and I'm still working on it. And that's when it dawned on me we have an hour difference. So I had to rush. And as I'm rushing in DaVinci, somehow I knocked the back end off. So instead of trying to get it back together, because I knew just rendering it would have taken time, and I think it would have pushed me over my time limit. So I sent it as it was. It was a fun project. I loved it. It's still upstairs. But yeah, thank you. It was a cool project. The music was all done with AI. I think that's one of my favorite things of that video. But okay, this was done on the Soval, I believe, or it might have been done on my ANET. But I mean, look at the size of this compared. You can have an awfully big head in front of a helmet, and I can guarantee it'll fit you. So yeah, there's plenty of room to do a helmet on this printer. And as far as height, yeah, you have a lot of extra height. Thank you for bringing that. Is that helmet cool? Here, come here. Say hi. No,
No, just give me the helmet.
there you go. Fine. Okay, so I can read Facebook comments. That is too cool. Okay, last time I could not for some weird reason. Hmm? Yeah, sure. If you can grab it. I think this helmet's my daughter's favorite helmet. Ouch. And what is the famous line that he says? Check that out. Can you see that? Actually, let me go through here. Look at that. Check that out. And what is the line that he uses? Let's see. Oh, yeah, can't wear glasses. Tis only a scratch. Oh, Clyde, I thought you did one this year. I'm sorry. So then the three joys that you did, that wasn't for the Gatton Christmas challenge. Nothing but a scratch. Tis only a scratch. There we go. Troy got it. Oh, my bald head. There we go. Hey, you're on camera. You're welcome. Thank you. Next time, duck. Next time, duck. No videos. Oh, this will be the first year, because didn't you do it the past couple of years, Clyde? And hey, Troy. Welcome to the live. Last 6 years. Wow. Okay, I'm curious to see how long. Okay, this is cool because I can grab the controller now, and it says 37 minutes, but it gives me all the stats. The flow rate, the speed is presently at 130 millimeters a second. Must be lower layers. Nozzle's at 100%. Fan is at 80. Bed is at 59. Z is 2.0. So it increases. Okay, it shows you the Z at the present, which just went up to 2.2. My LEDs are on. Stop, pause, and settings. Can I actually do settings? Oh, you can do settings on the fly on this one too. Okay. Filament speed and adjust. Let's hit speed. We're at 100%, and it's not giving me a number at the moment. That's fine. Yeah, speed just jumped up to 200, 270. Okay, so this one's printing at 270, which is, I mean, I used to print at 40 to 50 on my normal printers. Yeah, sorry for figuring out the settings on Facebook. Apparently it was set private for the very first 2 hours. So I wonder if that's why it automatically goes to private and I have to manually go change it. That's why I didn't see any messages on the other Facebook or on the other live. I want to take the plastic off. Clyde, what have you been volunteering for? Let's see. I love this little drawer up here. Would I recommend this printer? At this moment, I would say yes. Give me a couple of weeks with it, and I'll be able to give you a truer answer. But so far, I'm impressed with the build. I like the materials that it's built with. I'd like to see inside the print head a little bit better to get an idea of, it looks like plastic gears on top, but I don't know if they're used on the inside. Weight-wise, it is a little heavy, but that's expected. It's a large printer. And as we wait for the Buddha, oh nope, it's still going good. No, Troy, this is not a multicolor machine. It's a single color. It'd be cool if it was because of the mass and size of this bed. It's 420, 420, 480. Give it time. I think, what is it? The K2 has a larger bed, but I think that one is 350. I'd have to look that one up. But at the moment, I think that's the largest multicolor printer. But I mean, for me, this is fine. The idea is I'll be doing train cars, G scale train cars and buildings, and most likely a few helmets and some body armor, the kids, and probably myself. Um, and all that stuff, we're going to end up, dressing it up and sanding it and painting it. So multicolor on this one's not really an issue for me. I do have my Bamboo A1, which does do the multicolor, and I love it. I'd find it hard to do a large model though because of the waste. I mean, it is what it is. And I know you can cut back on the waste by using it on the infill of the project. Water, oh, dude. This could do a full-size water tower without breaking it into parts. Excuse me. But also the accessories. Oh, you have an intermodal zipping through here. It's not too bad. I don't know exactly what you hear. I'm on the back side of it, and I'm looking directly at the two large fans, and the fans blow across the bed. And for being this close, I'm happy with it. It's not too bad. So how is Kenneth tonight? I'd recommend this printer. I wouldn't sleep next to it, but I'm a good sleeper though. It's not. I wish I had a decibel reader. Download a decibel reader. It's an app for reading decibels, and you should be able to get it on the store. It's called a decibel meter. Long day for it's Friday. It's Friday. You got the weekend. Yeah, decibel meter. And then we could see how loud this really is. Yeah, it's kind of like a noise meter. You need approval? Oh, I can't. My phone's locked up. My bad. Can I do it with email? Oh, and you can't get it to go to mine? You can't get it to go to mine? It's all good. I'll figure out how loud it is later. I'll give you guys a report tomorrow night. Now, tonight's been awesome. My daughter's been over helping. She's been running the cameras and the backside of EV Mux there. Yeah. The Buddha is optimized for the Elegoo, I am sure. Oh, yeah, I bet you it is. It's actually, I'm impressed on the speed. You gotta go way up north, like across the border north. or Minnesota North type of. It's supposed to be getting colder. See, I'm looking at my camera from EV Mux, and the light, okay, the filament is white, and the first time I saw the light running around, I thought it knocked the print off. But it's actually doing extremely well. Yes, I'm excited to have this printer. Oh, Michigan. Okay. You'll be up by Paul. Paul's Messy Workshop. And I think Ryan's up there too, right? No, Ryan's down south. Beautiful country. Beautiful part of the country. Now, when I did order this, I ordered it with 10 rolls of filament. They had a special. It was $109 for 10 rolls of high-speed PLA. Let's see. This is while I can reach through my printer. Does this work totally come out? Yes, it does. Good. North Ontario. Okay, I don't know if you guys know this or not. This is driving me nuts. I think it's my ADD. That's not too bad of a drive, 2 hours. Hopefully you don't have any bad weather to deal with. Oh, Clyde's battery's dying. So I'm going to scoot this over. Probably shouldn't do it while it's running, but I might have to wait. Yeah, I'll wait. I want to scoot this over just a little bit so the spool's a little more centered. I have enough play in the wire where I can. What is that called? Anal retentive? Yeah, yeah. Oh, and the deer. I mean, I believe in hunting deer, but not with the vehicle. A little messy. Well, we're probably, how far are we on the Buddha? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I can grab the controller. We are 41% complete with roughly 23 minutes to go. And it's interesting how it shows the present speed. It goes everywhere from 65 up to 270, down to 91, to 64. Dropped down to 49 for a second, back up to 68. Yeah, this is a really cool controller. I like being able to see your speeds, everything at a glance. And we're at 16.79, I'm assuming millimeters on the Z height. That is cool. 17 millimeters. And on the timer, it's in 17 minutes. So I'm assuming we're 22 minutes into it with 17 minutes to go. Mr. Ballard, how we doing? Matthew, good evening, sir. Now, since Ryan's in the house, it's easy. R. Ballard Designs, tomorrow night, 7:55 Central. Be there. What is it? Be there or be square? Ryan is the host of the show, and he puts up with us extremely well. Octoprint. It's probably been about 2 years since I used Octoprint. I used to use it a lot when I had the GTEX or GTEX, however you want to pronounce it. I had 4 of those machines, and all 4 were on Octoprint, and it actually worked extremely well for what I was doing. I had at the time a mini print farm, and those were 300 by 300s, and I was doing light sconces for restaurants. And that's right when PETG came out too, or PETG just started becoming popular. But as far as present, I do not run Octoprint. I have a Creality, the K1 Max, and I like the interface for that. Then I'm also running the Bamboo A1. The interface on that's good. This one here is going to be using the Kira, the Elegoo, which will be interesting to see. I've used Kira on a lot of my stuff. I've used it for years. Oh yeah, don't want to be climbing on those roofs during the freeze or the snow. Now, for my friends that don't know, Ryan has a lighting company, and he puts up Christmas tree lights, and he's done some really beautiful homes. And also, if you're into solar, another good person to talk to is Ryan. He has 2 companies. One is the lights, and one is solar. Summertime, of course, is a busy time for solar, and Christmas and Christmas lights. Oh, that Buddha is just looking phenomenal. I'm looking at his backside. So 2.5 hours, we've already got it all together, assembled, running flawless, no issues. It fired up the first time. We did our bed leveling, printed a benchy right off the bat. Where I set that benchy. This thing turned out great. It's got a couple small little things on it, but I haven't seen a 100% perfect benchy yet. We've got some layer lines, but that could be extrusion. It's just some fine tuning, and I think this thing would be awesome. Is the camera still live? There we go. I mean, that thing, look at the stack. The stack turned out perfect. Portal holes. Kind of hard to see the back, but the back is really nice. And you can, let's see if I get it close enough. You can read the bottom. Kind of. Well, I hope you stick around, Glad. I'm doing the Buddha for you, dude. Oh, and it's turning out good. Oh, looks like we got his ears done. And this the build area on this one. Did I just see that? This is actually it's a 420 by 420 by 480 build volume. So it's a good build. Ryan, it's cool that you popped in. Thank you, bro. Don't forget that thumbs up. I could use it. Okay. Take care of your pup. We shall see you tomorrow night, sir. Yes,
It was a chair.
it was a chair, huh? I hope that didn't show up on the audio. Uh huh. Didn't sound like no chair. Will it print flying things? I know where you're going with that one. Yeah, actually. Oh, dude, there's a bat wing. The plans are out there. It's a 3D printed bat wing that's a radio control, and it supposedly flies just awesome. I wouldn't mind giving that a shot. So yeah, it's a lot bigger than the other printers, and as far as doing a bat wing, I could do the cockpit on this thing with no problem. That's a project for the future. That's going to be an interesting one. All right, Clyde. Hmm. The Buddha is turning out awesome. Now, after the Buddha, I'm going to have to call it a night. My daughter has been wonderful. This is past the time that she normally passes out. She's an early bird. How? I don't know. But yeah, let's see how far down here we can get. That light is so cool. We are up to his nose. That is just, this is just a cool printer. It's big. It's a nice, for the price, it's well worth the price in my opinion. Now, Andrew, that is a friend of mine in the G Scale Train Club. If you're ever in Des Moines on a Sunday between noon and 3, oh, Merle Hay Mall. It's called Merle Hay Station. It's the club there, the Iowa Garden Railway. Go in and check them out. It's a great group. It's a great group of guys. They have a really nice, beautiful layout there, G-scale layout. And Andrew's also a member. Wednesday mornings, Andrew is my my producer, and he helps out on the mornings coffee with Klondike. But he just picked up the Neptune. He has the Pro, so I can't wait till he sees this. I want to see his opinion between the two. I think they're pretty much identical, except just for scale. When this is done, you can have the Buddha. When this is done printing, you can have the Buddha. Yeah, I know you're going to bed when this is done. But just for keepsake purposes, this is cool. No trains tonight. Nope. I do like the texture of the bed. It's kind of on the white because there's a little green left over from, I guess, when they ran a test with the head. But it kind of glistens the matte finish on the white on the bottom. But yeah, I do like the texture on that one. I wish they had an option where one side was smooth and one side was textured. That'd be kind of cool. In Canada, you can buy cheaper than Creality. Oh, for filament? I'm looking at the video. I'm still blown away on how this frames out my whole upper torso. This thing is massive. And the filament's bouncing a little, but not bad. Well, I did kind of loosen it up a little bit. Any questions? We doing good? I'm gonna, little after the 3-hour mark, this should be finished. So we're just patiently waiting on the Buddha. No, Samurai Fuzz said this actually prints extremely well with just the main fans and the print head without using the back. I do want to try that on another Buddha some other time. You're a trooper, kiddo. Elegoo printers. Whoop. Did I just knock off? Oh, okay, my glue stick. Oh, where was I? Elegoo printers versus Creality. I love my Creality. And the only Elegoo products that I've ever owned have been the resin printers. I have the Saturn S and the Mars. I love the resin printers. They've always done me extremely well. Anytime that there's been a failure, it's been mostly my fault. Probably about 90% of it's my fault. So as far as the resin printers go, I'm extremely happy with the resin printers. And so far as fit and finish on the Elegoo, I am extremely pleased. I love the supports on it, especially for being so tall. Because I remember, you'd have to modify your printers if you wanted any top support on your gantry. So I think that's a win-win. That was a smart move as far as Elegoo is concerned. But yeah, as far as fit and finish and assembly, I didn't have to really tighten anything. All the wheels on the bed were nice and tight, so there was no adjusting there. The belt needed to be tightened just a little bit on both X and Y. So comparable. I'll give you 100% answer in a few days. But so far, they're side by side awesome. The bonus here is the scale, the size of the bed, the print area. So when it comes to that Elegoo's got it. But I'll know after I print a large item. I love my K1 Max. So I'm just gonna put them in the same playing field. Speed wise, no, my K1 Max is a little bit faster, but it's not a Cartesian like this one is. So it's hard to compare the two. But if I wanted to compare this to my Bamboo, I love my Bamboo. It prints flawless. It's never been an issue. Speed wise, they're identical, I want to say, or pretty dang close. The only downfall is this is just a single color print, which is fine with me, especially for the price. I mean, I paid $369, I believe, for this during the Black Friday special. Right now, they're still on sale, but they're on sale for $437. Originally, they're $470. And so at the $300 mark, I couldn't say no. And again, I want to see how this prints with doing my G-scale cars and buildings. I know that's what the laser is for when it comes to the buildings and stuff, but I still want to print something big like that. Dave did a beautiful job on his model, that old scale. So I will say I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed with this printer if you do go with the Elegoo. And if you go with the Creality, you're not going to be disappointed there. Both companies have been around for a lot longer than Bamboo. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that didn't sound right, but Bamboo's a good printer so far. I think a lot of the hype is new printer, new company, but they knocked it out of the park when they did their printers. And to get a fast bed slinger like the A1, it's impressive. Well, this is fast too, but my son was jealous. But when I told him about this one, he got all excited. Oh, I got you. The price is cheaper in Canada for the Elegoo versus the Creality. I got you. That makes sense. So it'd be tariffs, I guess. And we're almost done. It took 38 minutes with 1 minute to go, is what it's like. So that's not too bad for the Buddha. Ah, and mixed freight's flying through. Looks like steel coils. And this is flying through Missouri right now. Got some tankers. A good mixed freight. Oh, wow. And we're almost done. Clyde, it looks like we're almost finished printing the Buddha. As I climb through the printer to put this away. Oh, and it's finished. Okay, its butt looks good. Let's see here. Oh, that just looks awesome. Let's pop it off the bed. That's a large plate. Might have to let it cool a little bit. Okay, the one thing I did notice is when you're putting this sheet on, unlike the Creality or the Bamboo, there's no little, like on the Creality, it has two bolts that you bump the bed into, and then on the A1 it has a slot. I mean, it's not a deal breaker. And to get it to lay perfect is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but wow, that magnet works. Oh, I want to avoid doing this as much as possible. There we go. And here we go. There's the Buddha. Okay, now he turned out extremely good. The details turned out good. His eyes, the mouth. Oops. Move here so I can see better. There we go. There he is. That is a phenomenal print. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, flip them. Let's flip the. There we go. All right. So I am really impressed. I'm impressed with this printer for being such a large format printer. The Buddha turned out way better than the Benchy did. And the Benchy turned out really nice. I mean, no complaints whatsoever. I mean, they're a little strained, a few lines, but this print is just perfect. I mean, it's got a little on the bottom from the. Oh, can't think of it right now. It's a late night. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm impressed. Well done. There you go, Clyde. So at that point, we're gonna call this one good. Pop up. Yeah, I am impressed with the printer. I mean, small stuff. I can't wait to do big. Troy, have a happy New Year. I hope to see you on. If not, I understand. Family comes first. So a happy new year, my friend, if we don't see you. And Izzy, I don't know if you caught that. You did a great job.
Oh,
And trust me, knowing Troy, if you did a shitty job, he would have said so. No, I'm kidding. No, she did a wonderful job. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
sorry.
She is, yeah. Hey, you did good. I'm happy. You get to sleep in tomorrow. Clyde, everybody else, you guys have a wonderful night. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you haven't. Every little bit helps. Tomorrow night, our Ballard Designs. Come join us, hang out. It should be a good night. So on that note, bid everyone a very, very good night. You guys have a wonderful one, and we'll catch you next time.